Donald Trump famously skewered President Obama for playing golf, but since taking office, President Trump has spent plenty of time on the links himself. Back with me now, my panel. You guys are going to love to talk about this. So let's talk about what's looking...
There goes the bipartisan agreement.
More and more.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's looking more and more like President Trump's weekend routine here, okay? We crunched the numbers and found that the president has spent 6 weekends and a total of 21 days at Mar-a-Lago. The total cost for those trips, around $21.6 million. Bakari, I think it's, so I'm going to check those numbers, but I think it's like 13 times that he's been to the golf course. 17 times that he's been to the golf course.
17 times, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
So, just for pure numbers' sake, in the first 81 days of office, Barack Obama went to the golf course 0 times. In the first 81 days of office, Donald Trump has been 17 times. But let's not even talk about just the way that looks. Let's talk about the fiscal accountability or lack thereof. And the fact is that Donald Trump is on pace to spend more money in his first year traveling the world.
Hold on, Bakari. I'm going to let you finish. Bakari.
Did you just Kanye West me? I was making a point.
But no, I'm going to let you put that graphic back up, please, because
that was fun to listen to.
We heard so much from Donald Trump about President Obama going to the golf course and playing, but look at that, 17 times. Obama 0 times. I'm just saying, people, if you don't see the hypocrisy in that, then you don't want to see it. You're blind. As a matter of fact, let's listen to him.
Can I accept my award? Can I finish?
Yes, you can finish. But let's listen to him, and I'll let you finish.
Obama, it was reported today, played 250 rounds of golf. He played more golf last year than Tiger Woods.
This guy plays more golf than people on the PGA Tour.
Golf, 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 golf. More. Learning how to chip, learning how to hit the drive, learning how to putt. Oh, I want more.
I love golf. I think it's one of the greats, but I don't have time.
I'm going to be working for you. I'm not going to have time to go play golf.
I wouldn't leave the White House very much because, you know, like little things like these little trips where they cost you a fortune. If I were in the White House, I don't think I'd ever see Turnberry again. I don't think I'd ever see Doral again. I just want to stay in the White House and work my ass off, make great deals, right? Who's going to leave?
Me too, Don. Same face.
That's not fair.
Go on.
You took most of my thunder, but my point still remains that the right has lost credibility. The Fox News, the right talk shows, all of these people, it's just filled with hypocrisy. My fiscal conservatives and everyone else who blasted Barack Obama for going golfing, they now are all of a sudden quiet about the utter expense. Donald Trump should just come out and say that simply we can't feed the homeless, we can't feed our veterans, we can't take care of the poor because you have to take care of my 3 homes and you have to shuttle me around the country to play golf. And so I am sick and tired of the hypocrisy that we're facing, and I wish someone, maybe Kaylee or Ben, can sit up here and justify this behavior, because the fact is he's not at home. He's not doing the work necessary. And as Sean Hannity says, it's really despicable when your president is sitting on the golf course talking about Syria policy.
Let him get in.
All right. Well, let's just go back to
Can you let Kaylee talk, please, Ben? Because you're hogging the entire segment.
I haven't even talked about golf. Bakari's been talking a lot. All right, go ahead. I will go ahead.
You'll defer to Kaylee. Go on. Because, Kaylee, before you go on, the president is on pace in his first year of office to surpass former President Barack Obama's spending on travel for the entire 8 years. Come on now.
Look, you know, you're right. But one thing I want to point out is when Bakari talks about this hypocrisy with golf, there's so much hypocrisy with, as Ben pointed out on his Twitter feed. You can go check it out. He pointed out when liberal left-wing commentators were, now talking about how upset they are about Syria. When Trump does something good on behalf of Syria, those same liberal commentators then hate that Trump did something good on behalf of Syria. No, but we're talking about hypocrisy, and I think I'm pointing out that you want to point to hypocrisies. It happens on both sides. So, I mean, the left can't sit here and act holier than thou as if there's nothing going on, no hypocrisy on the left.
Oh, my gosh. All right, go ahead.
Do I need to raise my hand to get in?
No, wait. You can get it after this. Go ahead.
Just let me know when I can put it down.
Just real quick, Ben, I'll be much quicker than you've ever been. So just really interesting point here. We are now the fiscal conservatives, Bakari. Who would have ever thunk it? We are now the party of fiscal conservatism. We're talking about 28 of 100 days. Kaylee, don't shake your head, girl. You know I'm right. But 28 of 100 days.
No, you're not.
This guy is on the golf course. Well, I don't know what you thought about the golfing because you were talking about Syria. But the only point that I'm raising is $1 million a day, Melania. $3 million a trip, Donald Trump. We're talking about spending that cash. I mean,
shouldn't you be leading by example? If you are a conservative, a fiscal conservative, shouldn't your life be an example of that? Or is it good for you to do as I say and not as I do?
3 points here. One, what has the national debt done under the spending under this president? Has it gone up or has it gone down? No, that's not laughable.
Can we talk about golf?
No,
Can we talk about golfing?
There's 3 things.
And
sure,
going
I'll
to
talk
your
about golf.
Vacation home.
There's a difference between when he was in Mar-a-Lago just a couple days ago. Was he not with one of the biggest leaders in the world? And were they not spending time talking about North Korea? And were they not doing it while they're talking about golf?
He can't do that in D.C.
What I'm saying is
he can't do that at Camp David. He can't do it at D.C.
Let me finish my point. When you go down there and you meet and you spend quality time playing golf with a world leader, there is a relationship there that's being built. You cannot criticize him for sitting there
golf courses
with a
Washington, D.C. That's a good idea. Maybe they should build some golf courses in Washington, D.C. Or maybe they should build a golf course at Camp David.
There is a golf course there.
Hold on, no. You're acting as if somehow the weather in Florida is the same in New York or Washington, D.C.
Your golf clubs don't work in the cold. And guess what? It was warm. It was in the 50s this weekend. What are you talking about?
My point is, when you have a when you have a world leader come in,
I gotta go, Ben. I gotta go. But here's the thing.
In Florida, there's nothing wrong with that.
Ben, here's the thing. You guys you can never criticize, or at least we show the tape of the president being hypocritical, and you go, "Oh no, he's not being hypocritical." Don't believe what you just said. You can't even acknowledge it. That takes your credibility away. You have no credibility when you do that.
No context.
And
$3 million
always consistent. Absolutely.
All right.
Is there work being done?
$3 million.
Yes.
Bye, Felicia.
When you're hosting a country like that.
Bye. See y'all later. Thank you. We'll be right back.